Hey guys, welcome back to Mountaintop Living. My name is Dave and thanks for joining me today. We got a quick little project we're going to get started today. I'm going to take some pallets and just put a couple of racks on them so that I can make my transportation of firewood a little bit easier. I've found the one thing that slows me down during the firewood process is not being able to move the firewood away from the log splitter. I can't justify a conveyor, just a homeowner, but this year I ended up getting 2 triaxle loads of firewood, log length. So let me take you out, show you how my progress has been with that so far. Sun's killing me today, but I'm not going to complain one bit about it. We've had 12 days of rain. It's the rainiest month since like 18 something or other. They just said that on the news. Like, that's incredible. We also heard there hasn't been a weekend since October that we didn't either have rain or snow. So getting out here to get this firewood taken care of has been a challenge. In any case, let me just spin you around. I'll show you where I'm at. So this is the first load of logs, and they're all bucked up, but if you'll remember, most of them were oak that I'm not real happy with. This pile that's split right here, that was the ash that came with it. So I split that up and that'll be ready this fall anyways. So there's all that. And then down at the other end of the driveway, I don't have a lot of space here, so I ended up going down the other end of the driveway. And it's actually worked out pretty good because it's shady in the morning, and in the afternoon it gets blasted. So, you know, my goal really is to find a place to store the firewood with this quantity that it's not going to get moldy. So if I'm out here in the sun and I store it out here, I think I'll be in good shape. This is the second load of logs. As you can see, this is what I've got bucked up. It's pretty close to half that pile there, maybe a tad more. This pile here is a lot more burnable firewood for this coming season, and I would have loved to have it already cut and split by now, but it's just hasn't cooperated. So in years past, I would take a pallet and put it in front of the log splitter. I would fill the pallet up, take it over, stack it, and come back. And it has worked out. And this is what I've used, something like this. And that's kind of what we're going after for today's build. But once I get in the rhythm of splitting, I just want to be able to keep splitting. So that's where I'm going to be bringing in more containers to at least be able to split for several hours at a time instead of 20 minutes, go stack, 20 minutes. It's just, it does work, but I want to be more efficient about it. And the less touching, like the goal is this pile of ash that's over here that I now have to pick up and move again. So let's get right to the project. All right, so we got our pallet. I went ahead and got some rough cut 1x4 pine. So what we've got here is rough cut 1x4. If you've never purchased rough cut, some places don't always square the ends, so make sure you square the ends. But other than that, it's a real, 1x4, which is nice. It's a heavy duty board. If you were to try to buy that in this Home Depot or Lowe's or one of them places, they're a joke. There's 40 inches. So here I'm trying to decide whether or not I need to put in these cross braces like I've done in the past. I think it's probably a good idea to. I do have the material to do that, but ultimately today I decided not to do it. And we'll see how it goes. So I got this all built and I decided to use it. And I quickly learned that I needed to put some screws down at the bottom because as you put the wood in, the pressure from that wood pushing out, it would just push the nails out. So I would recommend putting screws in it, and that fixed everything. Well, there it is, down and dirty. Lumber cost me $12 per pallet. I'm going to build 2 of them today. Nothing fancy about them, but hopefully it'll speed up my progress. I've got some other things in the works too that hopefully will be able to make my life a little easier in the long run and more efficient at all of this. So thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one, and don't forget to be a good human.